nice guys are too soft. You can't just be like, oh, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, you're so pretty. Oh, you're adorable. Da, 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 da. Like, you gotta be a little toxic about it.
The people that label themselves as nice guys are probably not that nice.
My dad's older than you by like 10 years still.
I'm not even fucking in my 40s.
You're not?
No! I'm 37. I'm 37, yes. So I do not have an 18-year-old. I have a 12-year-old. And I also have a 2-year-old.
Oh, damn.
That is true. And I've dated really nice guys that made me feel like I was the queen of the world. Honestly, I would prefer a nice guy. In my personal life right now, of being the age that I am, I would prefer a nice guy. If I was like, 19, I would want like that piece of shit bad guy that I'm like, oh my God, I can change him. And now I'm like, I don't need a project.
I thought I had a nice guy for almost 3 years, and then I figured out they cheated on me for like a solid year with my best friend, and they broke up with me on prom night and been like, oh yeah, by the way, I've been going out with your best friend for a year now. I was happy. I was like, damn, thanks. And then I was like, but why didn't tell me in the first place and like, cheat on me for a year? And they're like, I wasn't cheating if I didn't have feelings for you anymore. And I was like, ouch. And then it was my best friend as well, and I was like, ouch.
I don't know. Do they? I thought that was just a cliche. From my experience, the only time I've seen like the whole nice guy thing is when it's a guy who's nice and then he kind of feels like he's entitled. But I mean, I don't just think nice guys finish last. I feel like there's a difference between like just a nice guy and then like a nice guy. Because when we think of like nice guys who finish last, it's usually like the entitled guys who think they deserve to have something.
Personally, as a woman who likes men, I think it's more attractive in a guy. I find it more long-term attractive, badass, whatever. They're more short-term attractive. But then the nice guys are the kind of guys you're gonna stay with and marry and have kids with, So bad guys are more for fun, good guys are more for future. Oh, I'm 20. I'm already sad. I'm engaged. He's here somewhere.
I gave her a ring and she made the joke that she flushed that shit down, though.
We had an issue and I made a joke that I flushed it down the toilet just to see his
Dude,
reaction.
it was a joke. That really hurt me. I was really shocked when she said that. Oh, why would I get so sad? Imagine you buy me like a crate. Imagine you buy me like a squishmallow, like something you really picked out for me for over months. And then I said like I burned in the backyard. How do you feel about that, huh?
Well, I think it's because women like what they find unobtainable. And the problem is that a nice guy is very obtainable. So that's why they want the one that pushes, the one that makes them seem like they're not interested. Following that logic, the more of an asshole someone is, the more that woman desires them, since they're unobtainable.
No, the reason nice guys finish last because usually they're pushovers and they usually get taken advantage of.
That's a good way to explain it.
So stop being so fucking nice and people will start to respect you more.
Be toxic.
Yeah, but not like not like toxic like that, but you know what I mean? Just
put your foot down.
Yeah, you could be, don't be afraid to kind of tease the person a little bit. You don't have to give them nothing but compliments because they just get that shit all the time. You gotta be a little bit different. Put them down a little bit. No, I'm just playing. Don't put them down, but you could tease them a little bit. You have a better shot. You tease them a little bit. And if you're gonna compliment someone, you gotta compliment them on something that they definitely haven't been complimented on before.
But don't be creepy about it.
Only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing.
If you're sitting there and you're like 40 or whatever, living in your mom's basement and you're like the comic book guy, right? Like I'm sorry, me personally, I'm never gonna date comic book guy, Like he looks like the type that would step on a Lego and cry for 20 minutes. Like, really.
Or comic book guy.
I feel like nowadays when I date, I have to like hide the fact that I'm a gamer. Just the initial engagement. Yeah,
right?
Eventually she'll learn and it'll be fine.
Too.
She knows me. Oh yeah.
I feel like so on a dating site, if they find out that I play games and stuff, they're like, oh my God, what do you play? The Sims? That's not a game. You play games on the mobile. You're a girl. You can't play a video game. You don't have the brain capacity.
So I could have a girl, maybe I think she's like a 4 or a 5, and she's like, yeah, I'm a gamer. I'm like, you just jumped 2 points in my book. I instantly find them more attractive because it's just a common quality.
Here's the problem with playing games with my wife, right? I play, so honey, hey, let's play Overwatch. She's never played it before. She starts playing it, and then she gets way better than me at it. That's how it goes with every single game we pick up together. She always gets really good at like Hearthstone as well. And, oh my god, she kicks my ass.
I mean, I got lucky. I pretty much married my best friend, so 14 years ago, I think, and she stuck with me through a lot. I walked out of my last job, and so
sometimes
it was definitely a scary time because I had no work and no money, and
you take a risk, and they are still behind you. They're still encouraging you. That's what it's about. If you have a nice partner behind you, I think you can do most things.
I didn't even have any words for her. I just looked at her and then I just left. I was done. I was literally just done. I mean, it was prom night anyways. So it was basically last day. I literally didn't even stay for prom. He told me it was like an hour in or something, and he was like, oh yeah, by the way, I've been going out with your best friend for a year now. I don't think we work anymore. All of that shit. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And then I just looked at her and I just straight up left.
Society nowadays, we have this jaded view of relationships. It's give all, take all, emphasis more on take all, and both parties in a majority of relationships still romanticize the giving 100, taking 100, and it's detrimental to those who are less outspoken, which are your quotation nice guys.
I'm nice to the people that reciprocate it. If someone doesn't deserve my kindness, then I'll shut it off instantly. And I don't think that someone, upon meeting them, deserves my kindness. I think that you shouldn't be rude to someone off the bat, but I don't think that they should be expecting me to be nice to them immediately if they don't have any reason for me to be nice to them.
I don't like suck up to people in that sense. I'm positive most of the time, but I wouldn't say I'm like traditionally when you think of like a nice guy, you think of the type of guy that kind of like sucks up to the girl and constantly compliments her and shit. I'm not really like that.
Yeah, I think when you think of a nice guy now, you think of a simp.
Yeah, that's the word I was trying to think of.
Honestly, the whole persona thing is just kind of whack, because, like, if anything, you should just be yourself. Like, you don't have to be some beta male, nice guy, Chad, red pill, blue pill, whatever. Freaking just be yourself, you know?
I like dad bods. I mean, I'm not really into skinny men, but it's just, I feel insecure because I'm a little ubby. And I don't know, I just feel like it won't look good with, a really skinny guy, and then you'll get jokes or insults coming my way, like, oh, she's gonna crush you, or oh, she's gonna break your bones.
Because they're self-victimizing pieces of shit.
Yes! Right when I heard, why do nice guys?
Because there never was a race in the first place. They kind of just presume that they are entitled to shit. And so when they finish last, quote unquote, they were never even in the running in the first place.
Ooh, not even in the running. I'm not sure. I'm a little too shy to answer questions, honestly.
Just do it.
You be quiet. See? No, never.
Just do it.
Next question.
I think a problem is there's a lot of people that are pretending to be nice guys, expecting plenty of things in return. They expect things that are not to be expected just for doing simple tasks.
Like, I bought you a drink.
If you want,
Why aren't you talking to me?
Yeah, exactly. Or holding the door.
I'm such a nice guy. But like, as soon as you tell, I'm married. Oh, not interested anymore.
I would say just focus on yourself before. If you're having trouble with finding a relationship, it's most likely that you're not focusing enough on yourself. Obviously, there's certain levels and certain dynamics that everyone needs to reach to get to what they want to be. Some people want a relationship, but you just have to be at that level where you're confident enough in yourself to be there.
I broke off my engagement last year. I don't know, it felt like almost a chore for both of us. Both of us weren't really willing to put forth the effort anymore. And I did propose a little bit prematurely. It was a high school sweetheart reconnect. I was cheated on, but I've cheated before as well. The person before I started dating my ex-fiance, I actually cheated on her for my ex-fiance.
I mean, genuinely, because no one who's a nice guy is a nice guy. No one that calls themselves that shit says they're not a nice guy if they say they are. They treat kindness as if it's a stamp card, like you get 5 ones for free and then you get a coffee, right? Oh, as of the latest couple of years, nothing works for me. I mean, a recent VR chat player, admittedly.
I want to say nice guys, but usually nice people are very timid, and so they're not ones to take a first step. And usually, like, that's what's, like, required. It depends what you define as nice guy, you know? I was nice, and now I'm getting married with the person, so, I mean, thank you. So, I didn't get into the dating scene for a hot minute. It was, like, I was, like, 24 before, like, I got into the dating scene. I wasn't really, like, you know, ready to do anything like that. But I would say, like, know yourself before you even, like, go into that.
The main thing why I started using VRChat is because I was anxious, socially anxious, and I think it helped me with that. I just feel more relaxed in public now, especially at some concerts or festivals. I'm just feeling more free and not that anxious all the time.
If you wanna really make it far, don't chase. Let them chase you and give them a reason to chase.
You can't just be too easy.
That you've been with, like, you know.
That I hope everyone who's watching your channel stays happy and healthy and just always think tomorrow will be better. And that I hope everyone has a really good, fulfilling life. And then here, this is a smiley face for everyone.
Kindness is contagious. When you are kind, you inspire others. Be the spark. Spreading kindness merchandise available now.